Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how Grand Theft Auto 4 received yet another update, but this time it actually went terribly wrong. So really, over the last 2 years, Grand Theft Auto 4 has been on the biggest roller coaster ever when it comes to Rockstar providing updates. Around this time 2 years ago, we actually found out that Rockstar had to update Grand Theft Auto 4 because it had to cut some music out of the game after its licenses expired. For those of you guys that don't know, it's pretty common in the industry to sign 10-year licensing agreements for songs, and I'm guessing Rockstar just didn't think that far ahead into the future, or they figured, what the heck, nobody will really be playing GTA 4 in 10 years, so we don't have to go any further, or maybe it was indeed a cost thing, where 10 years gave them the most optimal amount of time without sacrificing enough money. At the end of the day, Rockstar's probably the only ones that truly knows what's going on here, but 2 years ago, around its 10-year anniversary, they actually had to update the game to remove those songs. And I thought that around that 10-year anniversary, we would get some sort of remaster, some sort of expansion, maybe even something in GTA 5 commemorating the date. And it's weird because even recently on Rockstar's Newswire, they've celebrated a decade of Red Dead Redemption, its 10-year anniversary, but we never really saw anything like that for Grand Theft Auto 4. Not even really a Newswire post, an announcement, or anything like that. Rockstar just sort of like swept it under the rug. So that was 2 years ago. And then about a month ago, Rockstar ended up making a big update to GTA 4 altogether. And essentially what happened is they turned Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC into the complete edition. And the reason Grand Theft Auto 4 ended up leaving digital retailers for a bit, but then returning on March 19th, 2020, was because the game was using Games for Windows Live in order to support it, which was no longer being supported. So they had to switch over to the Rockstar Games launcher, Steam, and other digital outlets to support the title. However, GTA 4 lost 3 key factors: multiplayer, online leaderboards, and some radio stations. Those radio stations were Ram Jam FM, Self-Actualization FM, and Vice City FM. Those were announced that they would be temporarily unavailable, and Vice City FM, in my opinion, was the biggest loss, as it had some seriously good 80s pop songs on there. And so it kind of begs the question, well, what happened with those 3 radio stations? Why were they singled out? Maybe Rockstar was having specific issues with renewing the licensing on songs on those stations, or they just wanted to remove them altogether and they were just having some problems with it. We weren't really sure. Rockstar was giving us some information as this saga went on, but they weren't giving us the full story. And then that leads us to this week, where yesterday on May 28th, 2020, Rockstar pushed out another update to Grand Theft Auto 4. So the update came out around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it was around 427 megabytes, which is not really that big for an update, especially the ones we see in Grand Theft Auto 4. And what this update was supposed to do was supposed to restore previously removed music from the game. So that means those 3 radio stations that we talked about, Ram Jam FM, Self-Actualization FM, and Vice City FM, would ultimately be returning. However, there was one catch to this that made the update go terribly wrong. If you updated the game, it would prevent you from loading old save game files. So essentially, if you had any progress in GTA 4, you wouldn't be able to access it and would have to start over, which is obviously not great because I'm sure there were many people who have picked up the game, who have made progress on either one save or multiple different saves. And that's obviously what you don't want to do just for the sake of getting 3 radio stations back. And that's not to say that those radio stations aren't important, but I'm pretty sure people would rather have their save game progress than radio stations that they might not exactly be interested in. Now, this was just the first part of this saga. Apparently, very quickly, Rockstar realized their mistake. They were like, oh no, this is not good. Save game progress is pretty important. We can't have this happening. So just about an hour later, Rockstar ended up issuing a second update that was around 124 megabytes in size. And apparently this was supposed to fix the corrupt save game issue. Again, if you thought 427 megabytes was small for an update, 124 is very teeny. Not a lot Rockstar can do with that. However, the latest addition to this saga comes just about an hour later when Rockstar reverted that latest update to the previous update due to the new one corrupting save data. So that means if you were to hop on GTA 4 right now on PC and you were to update the game, what it would do is essentially just revert your progress back to the original version of the game that you had. So updating it is not going to put you in this state where you have like no save progress. I guess Rockstar is just in a period right now where they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So it'll be interesting to see what Rockstar does over the next couple of days. I would imagine they're going to try and push out an update for this as soon as they can. And if they end up doing, I'll try and update the description of this video to give you guys the most recent information on what's going on. But honestly, at this point in time, I'm sure the Rockstar developers are absolutely sick of GTA 4. This version on the PC has given them problems essentially since day one. I don't know how many of you guys have played Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC or have at least experienced it, but it has so many bugs, so many glitches, so many issues, and just when they thought they finally fixed them all, getting them off of the Windows for Games Live or whatever the case is, moving it onto their own platform, their Rockstar Games Launcher and Steam, now it has issues like this where they have to deal with music licensing and they have to deal with saves not working. So it really is incredible. Like, it's such an amazing game that has all these issues on the PC platform. And what's weird is this is really the only Rockstar title on PC to have all these egregious issues. Sure, you would expect the modern ones like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 to be free and clear from problems like that, but even older titles like Bully and the older GTAs, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, and 3, and even LA Noire, they function just fine on the PC. So I wonder what happened with that game. Maybe it was Rockstar's first attempt at using that version of the Rage engine on PC, and because of that, they had a ton of problems. I'm really not too sure. Honestly, I think you would have to ask a Rockstar developer directly. It would also be very unlikely that they would share anything at that point, but it seems like this has just been a total nightmare for them. Now, I certainly want to give Rockstar the benefit of the doubt here. They're obviously working on a ton of different things right now, and that's just publicly. I mean, GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto Online, Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Online. Who knows what other projects they've got going on, like GTA 6 maybe, for example, that we haven't officially heard about from now. We also know with what's going on in the world that there's a good chance all of their developers and employees are still working somewhat remotely and from home. So with stuff like this, you kind of have to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's what I've been doing in GTA Online and Red Dead Online recently, as we've kind of been getting radio silence from them on a lot of fronts as far as what's going to be coming next. And some of that honestly might not be their fault at all. So that's why I'm not really freaking out about something like this. Is it unfortunate? Yes. Is it weird? Super. Especially that it keeps happening to GTA 4. And there's even been a handful of outlets like Kotaku that have even reached out to Rockstar for clarification on this issue, but they haven't heard a response. So if someone like Kotaku isn't going to get a response from Rockstar, I doubt that anyone like myself or anyone reaching out on social media would receive a response right now as well. But like I said, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted and updated if anything changes from Rockstar, if they decide to push out a new update that ultimately solves this. But for now, that is what happened to Grand Theft Auto 4, the new update. Unfortunately, it's nothing exciting to report like a remaster or new content. It's just another thing going terribly wrong with this incredible game. But like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this entire situation down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.